Hello, everybody. It's Dark Matter here with another exciting video. And in today's exciting video, we're going to be visiting Woodcraft. That's right. We're going to visit Woodcraft and check out the store. Now, this isn't a a review of the store or anything. This is just me showing you what they have there and some of the prices of the things they have there as well. So if this is something you'd like to see, stick around.
Power of the dark side.
All right, well, this is the beginning of the store. We just walked in the store there, and we're looking at the first thing we see, of course. And there was a lot of stuff here in Woodcraft, from the band saws that you're seeing now to lathes, to table saws, and you'll get to see all that here in a minute. Look at the price on that. You know, the bigger they got, the more expensive they got. Believe me. Um, Woodcraft is not a cheap store by any means. It's some things are, you know, fair, I'm gonna say. Do I think you could probably get it cheaper somewhere else? Yeah, of course I do. But if you're in a bind, let's say you're in a bind or you don't even know where else to get it from, then this would be the place to get it from for sure. Uh, you're gonna see. I'm gonna be showing you prices throughout the video here of different things, and you can make up your own mind on whether it's expensive or not. It may be for some, it may not be for others. So you know how that works. Table saws, and this was a cool little table saw. Would have been all right. Probably perfect for my little shop. I don't know, maybe even a little bit too big for my shop, to be honest. My new shop is fairly small. I just moved, and I don't have a lot of room. So, but there is some really beautiful tools in this place, and everything you could possibly want for wood turning is here. Uh, yeah, check out the saws. These are the Japanese pole saws. And look at the price on them. If I can get it to clear up there, $56 for that saw, $39 for that saw. We're gonna go back to it in a second here. Watch, or to a different saw. Yeah, that little saw right there. They wanted $40 almost for that saw, $37 for a little itty bitty saw. I couldn't see myself spending that much money on a saw, especially when I can get the job done with cheaper tools. That silky saw right there, I'm sure you could get it for a lot cheaper on Amazon, but they wanted $70 for that, and yeah, just crazy. Yeah, it was definitely fun coming to Woodcraft and seeing all the stuff they had there. They had spoke shaves and in this part here and planes. I'm gonna show you the price of this plane here. Look at the price of that. I don't know how well you're gonna see it, but it was over $200. $219 it looks like for that plane right there. I just thought that was just ridiculous. Um, what I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a hobbyist, hobby wood turner and or woodworker, whatever, carver. It was diamond stones were actually fairly priced, I think, for what they were. They weren't too bad. There's some more diamond plates, diamond stones, whatever you want to call them. This thing was pretty cool, but I think they wanted too much money for that too, to be honest with you. Uh, putting a $700 sticker on something that's probably only worth about $200. At $730, once you pay taxes, it'd probably be over that for sure. and they had a one of those. Oh, I forget what they call it. CVN wheel, I think they're called. That was $119, $130, something like that. Um, I did. I was telling people how much this stuff was as I was doing the video, but I lost all the sound in it. This phone I'm using, it has a Rode mic, a Rode um, shotgun mic, and I think that I just didn't get it plugged in right, and it didn't connect. Them were diamond plates I was showing you there. Them were the diamond stones and plates were fairly reasonable, I believe. You know, you could have got a diamond plate in there fairly cheap if that's all you had the money for. And here's some power carvers. They actually have a power carver, and I was looking at this one here. This one was pretty cool. I thought that was a cool one, micro carver. And I never did find a price on that. So they either forgot to price it or they just don't want you to know. This one here, down here, this one is just like the one I use. And they wanted like, oh God, here I'll show you. Uh, $219, I think that says. 219, 218, something like that. I didn't pay anywhere near that. I think I paid a little less than $100 for mine. Them carving chisels were I just thought were cool. They were pretty sweet looking. Not that I needed them. Uh, I really don't need any carving tools to do what I do. I'm pretty happy with the tools I have. I did buy a new set of carving tools. I did, but not from Woodcraft. I got mine actually from Harbor Freight for probably a third of what they were wanting for one tool here, and they were wanting some pretty good money for these carving tools. I should have picked up one of those gloves. I never thought about it. Them there, these flex cut tools, definitely get them cheaper on Amazon. No offense to Woodcraft or nothing. I know they're a business. They're just trying to make some money, but 20, I think that said $24 for one tool. Um, I'm sure you can see it. If not, you can back up and pause it and look at the price. But that's for one tool, and if I remember right, you can get them for a lot cheaper on Amazon for one tool. So they're kind of overpriced here. And we got to some wood. Look at the price on that wood. Almost $14 for that little block of wood. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. Get down here. They had some. Check these out. These are the attachments for your angle grinder, and it's got the chainsaw blades on it, chainsaw wheel. I don't know. I think I might be a little intimidated to use something like that. Uh, just I don't know. Chainsaw chainsaw chains are fairly dangerous, and just putting them on a angle grinder doesn't appeal to me. They didn't have hardly anything for Dremel tools there, but later in the video, uh, the salesman, the manager of the store, came up to me. I think he was wondering what I was doing, videotaping everything, and I explained to him that you all wanted to see woodcraft. He kind of understood. He was okay with it. He told me that because of COVID, a lot of the tools that they normally have aren't there because it's tough getting them to ship tools right now. I guess I don't know. Yeah, look at that, $1,724 for the Jet. Yeah, and the other one that I just showed you, the Rikon, it may be a better name brand, but it's shorter. I'm not sure if Rikon is or not, but it's shorter and it costs more. Look at these little bench lathes. Now, I've had my little Harbor Freight bench lathe I got from TJ for going on 3 years now, and it's never let me down on anything I wanted to do. I've always been able to make anything I wanted with it. Um, may take me a little longer in some cases. I would imagine. I don't know. I don't have another lathe to compare it to, but I can't see spending that much money on that little lathe when I can do the same thing with a cheaper one. I'm not gonna call the Harbor Freight lathe cheap because, really, to be honest with you, I'm fairly happy with its performance. It's worked its butt off for me. So, uh, how many stars would I give the Harbor Freight mini lathe? Probably a 10 out of 10 so far. It's other, well, probably like 8 out of 10, I'm going to say, because in some cases it is a little underpowered. It could be a little bit more power to it, and the engine could be in a different place for sure, but, or the motor, but other than that, it's been a good lathe. And here's some micro mesh pads. Have all the micro mesh pads there you could ever want. And they were about the same price, I'm going to say, about the same price as you would pay at on Amazon, and you can get them right now, I mean, they had them little button ones that micro mesh pads. I'm not exactly sure what you would do with them, to be honest. I couldn't see you putting them on an inertia sander or anything like that, which they had right there, and I believe I showed that to you already. Then they had sandpaper. Oh, just all kinds of tools. There was tools there that I didn't even know what they were for. So uh, most of them I did, but for them, occasionally there was some that wasn't. That red thing there with the V on it. I thought that was a strop at first, but uh, as I got closer, it's sandy black. They had Scotch-Brite pads there, large Scotch-Brite pads. Here we're looking at steady rest. That's a small steady rest. They wanted 79. Well, you figure with tax and stuff, probably come up over $80, 80, $85. And they had a bigger one down below. And I didn't even check the price on that. Um, but they have it. You know what I mean? So it's there. They have calipers and whatnot as well. Some of the calipers were crazy. You'll see up here in a little bit. Now, these were all wood turning tools. Here are gouges, bowl gouges, um, scrapers, skews, and right in this area is where the manager came in and told me that I should be filming something where all the tools ain't empty. Don't show them all the empty stuff, he said. Because I was telling showing my friends in the UK, because they don't have woodcraft. And he was like, okay, well, don't show them all the empty stuff. So I told him, well, they're all wood turners. He goes, oh, that makes sense, son. You know, I'm not going to show you screwdrivers if you're a wood turner. Yeah, well, maybe. We all need screwdrivers. Screwdrivers are good tools. They're universal. That's right. But they had a lot of different tools. There's some really beautiful ones that I was looking at a really, really nice oval skew there. Back in the last tools I just showed you. Really nice. I almost bought it. Almost. But I didn't. I figured, for right now I have enough skews. And maybe if they would have had a smaller one that I would have seen. They may have had a smaller one there, but not that I saw. Because yeah, I just didn't see a smaller one. That right there I almost picked up too. I think it's a 3/8 bull gouge. Almost grabbed it. A little small one. That was pretty cool. Almost. I didn't, but I didn't buy anything from here. I was just kind of checking out the store and seeing what they had. Now, there was something I was actually looking for that they didn't have, and that was the Faberge Egg Box Hinges. I didn't see any of them in there, and I was looking hard for them too. And if they would have had a couple of them, I would have bought them for boxes. I thought that would be very cool for boxes. I only ever found one place to buy them, and it was in Germany. So right there, $139, I think that says for that Halloween tool. That's a really nice Halloween tool. I would have wore that thing out. Probably not, but you know. Yeah, no. Yeah, it was right in here where the manager had come and talked to us. There's some chucks. They had some record power, and some Nova chucks down there. And here's one of those bowl steady rests for getting inside the bowl and whatnot. They didn't want. It wasn't really actually too bad. That price there wasn't too bad. You can go back and pause the video if you want and see the price on that. It wasn't too bad. I'm sorry if I'm doing a bad job at this narrating stuff. But like I said, I lost all the sound. It really disappointed me. I come home and it was about a 20-minute drive there and another 20, about 40 minutes round trip to Woodcraft from my house. They had a bunch of pen blanks. Them were all right. They were about $5 a piece, man. So I don't know if I don't know if that's good or not. Um, Maybe you guys do. Those of you who make a lot of pens probably know. But yeah, I thought that was reasonable. I mean, if you just needed a couple or one, but they didn't have a lot of them in either, as you can see. They had pen blank, uh, pen stuff, man. There's all kinds of pen stuff for making pens, all kinds of it. Um, my thing was the price. Here we're going over to the epoxy now. My son is like, uh, it's $100 for epoxies, Dad. And he was looking at them littler jugs there on his second and third, um, the top ones. As we're looking at them right now, that would be the top jugs. These jugs here, they wanted like $150 for, and I would imagine that was for the epoxy and the hardener both. But yeah, and then they had pigments there. Try to zoom in on. It was $10, $10 for that one anyway. And I kind of noticed that some are more than others. Um, Here's what kind of threw me was the carbide cutting cutters, the actual cutters themselves, the inserts. Um, they wanted $20 for one cutter, just for one cutter, and I know myself, I've seen them on Amazon. You can get all three of them for that price, and I bought a whole box. I think a whole box of carbide cutters, the square ones, a box of 10, I think it was, and I think it only cost me $20. So yeah, definitely overpriced on the carbide cutters. Here's the pen area. There are all kinds of different kits, pen kits, the slim lines, right up to the bolt actions. Any kind of pen kit you wanted was there. Problem is that like I think they're a little overpriced. Now this is for that one wasn't too bad. That one was like $6 for one kit, and it was one pen. For one pen, $6 for one pen. Now, I'm not sure, but on Amazon, I think you can get better deals for pen kits. But yeah, if you're just making up one for somebody, like, or you bought a kit off Amazon and you need a replacement for one, or you need an extra one for whatever reason, you could come here and grab a kit real easy. They had all kinds of them there, really nice kits. I was impressed by the bolt action pens. I'm a guy, so yeah, anything to do with bolt action, this or that. Like you give me a pen that comes with a clip, I'd love that. Uh, Give me a bolt action gun pen, and I'll be ecstatic. I'll probably get in trouble with it, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, they had some really nice pen kits there, and like I said, they ranged. The first kit was like $6, if I remember right. The bolt action kits were like $16, something like that. I showed you, but you might have to go back and pause it and take a look. I wasn't getting really good. I don't know how what you say. Focusing on the prices too much. Some of them better than others. These were sharpening kits. The not kits, but that right there was a pen vise, pen press. It's the it's the uh, press you put them into to put the pens together. That was I think $80. I think it was $80. We'll see if it shows it or not. I think it does. Yep. My son's gonna hold it up there. That's my boy with me. Yeah. He was excited to come to the store with Dad too. So, and he's not even a woodworker. He just wanted to come with Dad. I dig that. You know, bonding time with the son. You know what I mean? And this is the Wolverine 2, or oh no, the Varigrind. Wolverine Varigrind 2. Sorry. They wanted $74.99 for that. I'll turn it around so you can see it the right way up. Yep, $74.99, so 75-80 after taxes, something like that. And that was just for the top part there, not the part that goes onto the workbench, I believe. And that's down there. The slide, I believe that is. Then the big boxes there. I think that's the whole kit there. They wanted $89.99 for that, which is I think a reasonable price for that. I may be wrong. I don't know. I'm still a novice. I'm learning. But you can see how it rings true that the lathe is the cheapest thing you'll ever buy, because by the time you start adding up tools and sandpaper and micro mesh and hollowing tools and um, jigs and carbide cutters and whatnot, you're going to have so much money into this, it's going to be ridiculous. But hey, if it's something you enjoy, and in some cases it'll make your money back, you know what I mean? Might take you a while, but you'll make your money back if you're selling the stuff you're making. So that's one way to look at it. Oh, these were the knives. They had knives in there for you knife makers and bushcraft people that want to get a nice knife and put your own handle on it. They had some really nice knife and machete blanks in there. Um, I'm thinking stainless steel, most of it. There might have been some carbide or carbon, high carbon steel knives in there. I didn't really check that out. I was just kind of wandering around the store looking at stuff. So I ain't never done one of these like store reviews before, and I hope I'm doing all right with it. But yeah, I'm definitely no professional at it. That's for sure. Uh, just tools galore, all kinds of stuff. And let's see what we got in this aisle here. If I remember right, um, it was. Oh, this was that one aisle. Check this thing out. You can make this yourself for you wood turners. You could probably make this yourself just out of a piece of wood, and then you make both of the recesses on each side for the caps for a masonry jar. Be about the same thing. Put a hole in it for the brush handle. I don't know if any of you can tell me what that was for. That'd be great because I couldn't for the life of me think of why anybody would need to totally enclose their brush. I can understand sticking the handle up through the top of a masonry jar and sealing it, but why have something like that to seal the whole brush in? Don't make sense. This was the oils and the finishes and different things that you can put on your wood, make it look nice. They had all kinds of stuff there from Danish oil to uh, lemon oil, all kinds of different oils. Friction polish. I'm not sure if I've seen any friction polish or not, but this stuff we're looking at right here is epoxy, and if I remember right, it's the crackle stuff. Uh, kind of looks like it's been cracked, but it's not. You know what I mean? Maybe not. Like I said, I probably won't do a whole lot of these store review type. I'm not reviewing anything. I'm just showing you, but I probably won't do many videos like this again because I'm just not feeling like I'm very good at it. But probably should have took a little more time on each thing. Here we have all the tight bond glues, wood glues, tight bond and whatnot. All kinds of glues there. All kinds of them. This stuff here, I wasn't sure what it was either. I'm not sure if it was paint or if it was stain. I almost want to think it was stain because it was oil. It was an oil base. But then again, it may have been oil paint too, for all I know. But it looked cool. I'm not sure what them things are there. Here we have the discount bin, I think. There's what everybody needs. Can never have enough of. Wood clamps. Them were some nice ones. Nice and big. People that are making shelves and cabinets and stuff. Tool belts and bags. I'm not sure what that was. I said it when a lot of the stuff I'm showing you right now, I said what they were as I was looking at them. I had no idea I wasn't getting any sound. So I apologize for that. Just a technical error. And this thing here, this caliper right here blew my mind. It's just a little caliper, and they wanted an ungodly price for that thing. Let's see. Uh, see if I show the price again. It was $100 and some odd dollars, man, for that little caliper. I thought that was crazy. You can go back and pause on it. I showed the price tag. These are the 3D wooden art kits you can buy. Like there's the stagecoach, and it shows the horse. You just pop them out. I'm not sure if you glue them together, or snap them together, or how them work, but they look pretty cool. There was a nice set of Forstner bits there. Another set there. Probably same set. But yeah, they had nice Forstner bits, and if I remember right, going down the aisle, I show you one, a huge one, 3.5 inch, 3.25 inch Forstner bit. Yeah, right here, this area. There's all kinds of different bits, drill bits and whatnot. think that's what them are. Oh no, they were hinges and stuff. Hinges and yeah, hinges for boxes and stuff. Small hinges. There's some wood over there in the routing. There's wood in this box. There's wood in that other box. All kinds of different, like, little cut off pieces and whatnot for sale. Over there is where all the router table is and all the router bits are. Um, I'm not sure what that is. Sorry, I'm looking at a really small, tiny screen watching this video, trying to narrate it, and so some of the stuff I'm having a hard time seeing. So I apologize if I can't tell you what we're looking at. This was actually, I'm not sure what that is for, but it was some kind of cutter, and I made the joke about it being for, cooking hot dogs. Yeah. I talked to my buddy Chris, Carolina Chris, before I came here, and he told me that they were kind of pricey here at Woodcraft. He came down to get a little block of wood to put some scales on a knife. Here's that Forstner bit I was talking about. Look at that thing, boy. That'd take a lot of work out of things for you. Yeah, it would. Anyway, he came down to buy some scales for a knife. He said they were kind of pricey, and I once I got there and started looking around, man, I had no choice but to believe him because a lot of the stuff there was really pricey. I'll show you here in a little bit. We're gonna go look at some of the lumber that they had there. That was just a beautiful slab of wood right there. I would have liked to have took that home with me, but not for the price they wanted for it. They're crazy prices. Check this out now. We're gonna go over here into the lumber area. Now, this is the kind of lumber that you can't normally find at like Lowe's or Home Depot. I don't think I ain't never seen any of it there. This is all sandpaper here. Some more sandpaper. Some lumber there. Lumber there. Check out these. This is I believe I want to believe it's Purple Heart. I can't remember, but it, some expensive wood here. This is for one board, guys. One board. $137 for that board. $200 and some odd dollars for that board with the Purple Heart. Now, if you had a large order for pens or something like that, handles, $112 for that board. If you had a large order for something made out of Purple Heart and you were making more than $112, you make a lot of money off them. That'd be the way to go. But just for as a hobbyist, nah, that's more money. Look at that one. $1,161.60 for that Purple Heart slab. That slab of Purple Heart. I know I'm a cheap person, okay? I don't really throw my money away. So that was expensive to me. It may not be to you. You know what I mean? If you're uh, making money, more money than what it would cost for that board, that might be in your range. You know what I mean? If you're buying materials and you're not paying, usually generally when you're making an order for somebody, they're paying for the materials. So if that's cheap for what you're doing, and the customer doesn't mind, well then that's right up your alley. But I still think that was kind of expensive. But then again, where are you going to find a great big old slab of Purple Heart like that at? All right, we're getting into hoses and stuff like that for the air filtration systems, the dust collectors and whatnot. And there's some more parts for the air filtration and dust collecting units. We're going to go through the routing table, router bits right here. These are all different router bits. Router table. I don't know if that was $199 just for that rail or what, but seems like it was almost as much as it was for the rest of the table. And then you got routers, of course, different routers. There was a lot of stuff here, man. Just an incredibly amount, overwhelming amount of stuff at Woodcraft for any hobby, basically with wood you have, whether it's working with the Dremel or the routers or lathes, carving, um, cabinet making, whatever. I mean, whatever you want to do, they had the tools for it there for sure. They were just, I think a little overpriced. But then again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they were priced just right. Uh, that's my boy in the background. He was just kind of wandering around. I think he was a little bored. Here we got there was no price on the jet. I looked, I couldn't find a price tag on that for my life. Um, that seems like that would have been the better one. I'm guessing, of course, But here's one for the one next to it. That was $500. Um, roughly after tax, probably a little more for that one. And it was almost the same price for that one. In my mind, the bigger one would have been the way to go. You know, why would you pay almost the same amount of money for a smaller unit? It just don't make sense. Unless, of course, they're two different machines for two different things. I'm not sure. If you ask me, they do the same job, and I'd get the bigger one. You know, save a little money in the long run. Um, Not exactly sure what we're looking at here. Like I said, a lot of the stuff I'm showing you, I mentioned in the video. Oh, clocks. Here we switched over and we were about to leave, if I remember right. I told you, that was the extent of the story, but I had missed an aisle, or actually two aisles. And this is all the like little clock kits, hands and whatnot. Hands, they went like $2, $3. Looks like $3 for a set of hands for that set of hands anyway. And they had clock kits, barometers, thermometers. Um, they had ice cream scoops, and they had these little inserts for lanyards too, like for tools and handles. Um, Here we have cane kits. Personally, again, I think they would be cheaper on Amazon. Some of them, they wanted $13 just for that bolt. If you ask me, that's ridiculous. But it was made out of brass, so I, again, could be wrong. Um, let's see. Yep, them were the cane kits. Different cane kits. Down here is where the ice cream scoops were and coffee scoops. I think them were coffee scoops. Yeah. Right there are the lanyard inserts I was talking about. Them look like them would be fairly, you know, cool or pretty or whatever you want to call it. Um, for lanyards, and all you'd have to do is drill a hole in the top of the handle and then insert them and hold them in with epoxy, I imagine. I don't know, there may be a screw involved. I'm not sure. I didn't see one. Duck calls. They only have one duck call, but I've lived in Michigan my whole life. I don't know too many duck hunters here. I know there are some, but peppermill turning kits. That wasn't too bad. That was actually a fairly priced kit. Yeah, make your jokes. Bump and grind. Oh my. Oh my. Yep. Woodcraft, if you have one in your area, would definitely be worth going and looking at. You know, um, definitely go there, check out what they have. If you don't mind paying a little extra for something that you can get now, then, it's nice to have in your area, for sure. Um, really, I wasn't real super impressed uh, with Woodcraft. I, again, wasn't real unimpressed with them either. I think that it was a fair trade-off for getting it now for some of the things. Some of the things I think I would shop around for sure, like the lathes and the lathe tools. I would probably see if I couldn't get them somewhere else cheaper, but that's just me. That's my opinion. It don't have to be yours. Again, I apologize for the camera work. I probably could have done better with the camera work, but I don't usually film in public. And there's a block of wood for a pepper mill, I'm imagining. The wood there was really super expensive, overpriced, in fact, and for my taste. Now we're in the scroll saw section. They had all kinds of they had scroll saw, of course. They had all kinds of saw blades for it, and so that pretty much wraps up our trip to Woodcraft. And I hope you enjoyed yourself. I appreciate you coming along with me. All right. Thanks for coming. Thanks for being here. If you're already a subscriber, thank you for watching and continuing to support the channel. And if you're not a subscriber, think about subscribing. What you waiting for? It's free. All right, guys. I'm your buddy. I'm your friend. I'm Dark Matter, and I'm out.
You don't know the power of the dark side. The power of the dark side.